Dice Paper Roll is recorded on the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. We wish to pay our respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging, and acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
Up a mountain and through a cave, we fly with a raven as it swoops and darts past columns and intricate structures until, at the heart of the mountain, the raven is forced to change course. As a giant's hammer is swung into view before hurtling downwards towards an anvil, the beating of the hammer echoes around the chamber. As the woman enters, she carries a sack with what appears to be a small claw dangling from an opening. The beating stops, and the booming voice of a giant echoes around the chamber, her face lit by the molten rock around her. It has been a long time, Igwilf. To what do I owe the pleasure? The woman's voice calls out. I seek the watchmaker's hands. Will you aid me in my hour of need? There is a strain to her voice, the subtlest of hints of urgency. The giant pauses and leans down. She says, It is done. And the beating of the hammer resumes. Sparks fly across the room, sparks that seal letters into the wall behind, letters that read, Dice Paper Roll into the Feywild. The raven lands on the woman's shoulder, her hand shoots to her belly, and the raven cries. God!
Hello, friends, and welcome to Dice Paper Roll into the Feywild, episode number 50. I was so confident.
It's like Emil's in the room with us.
I know. My name is Lauren Bock. I, of course, am part of Dice Paper Roll. I'm playing a human artificer called Kevin Strangeways. That's all I can say about him. I'm 5'7", I think. I think I was 140 pounds, blonde, blue-eyed, 10 fingers, 10 toes. Weird mole on my belly button. Anyway,
Wait, is that Kevin or Lauren?
I should get that checked out. Anyway, that's me, and let's pass the torch, shall we? Danny, who are you playing?
I'm Dan. I am playing Lord Walter Winston Winklepicker III, the human-turned-frog bard. I think we've kind of leveled up to level 3, but I'm still kind of level 2. I'm waiting on the go ahead.
You're on the cusp.
I'm on the cusp of it. I'm on the cusp. I'm just edging towards that that finale.
Oh, I can feel it, Danny.
Leveling up.
So close.
So close.
So very tantalizingly close. Benny.
My name is Ben, and I play Unit, the Warforged Rune Knight fighter. Little robot dude. And that's all I can think of to describe myself right now in the interest of expediency. Greg.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm playing Doelene Delacroix, who is a Harangan divination wizard. That's all I'm allowed to say. Jack.
We're doing such a good job, guys. We are doing such a good job.
Wait.
2023, no faffing.
No faffing.
No 20-minute
ah.
intros.
No
2023.
faffing, just jacking.
Yeah.
Just laughing.
Jack, the
Laughing?
dungeon master of the
Yeah.
Feywild.
I'm the dungeon master. I'll be taking you on this ride for a bit. For just one episode and then maybe anyway. Shall we get into it?
I think we should.
Yeah, no faffing.
Let's do it.
No faffing.
Jump on in.
Previously on Dice Paper Roll into the Feywild, the party, a hare, Doelene Delacroix, a frogman, Walter Winston Winklepicker III, a man-sized boy, Kevin Strangeways, and Unit, a robot ticket machine or whack-a-mole machine, has found its way into the Witchlight Carnival. Kevin entered a mysterious tent that showed him a memory from his past, and now he has the blueprints to a cannon, but not the cannon itself. A giant who spoke of the Maker's Mark within Unit, but not before Walter believed he had bought the carnival, took a dunk in a vat of shit that Doelene had done.
At your service, sir.
And also, I guess he began to uncover the mystery of the fairy floss and how the wings that everyone at the carnival is wearing is made.
Animals were certainly harmed in the making of this carnival.
Indeed.
Fairies.
Doelene, a hare, merely 3 foot tall, but 4 if you count her ears, and she does, sits
I
by the
do.
river reading a book. The moonlight gently plays off the water onto her furry face. The sound of the carnival is less shouty here. She reaches for the satchel by her
No,
waist.
step away from that, you son of a bitch. That's my ticket.
By her...
So peaceful.
Fuck, I've lost my spot.
This is why you need us to talk for 10 minutes at the
I
start of the
know.
episode, Jack.
The serenity here is just delightful.
Cricket noise. Cricket noise. Cricket noise.
She reaches for the satchel by her waist, plucking for Scroggin.
Oh,
Her-
nuts and berries.
Her hand brushes against the cold metal, and though her stomach grumbles, she picks up the pocket watch. Curious. It's heavy. Somehow always heavier than you might anticipate for something so small. Doelene, you turn it over in your hand, the moonlight glinting across the intricate etchings apparently showing the intimate life and death of a clam today. As you open it, on the inside reveals a Maker's Mark. And though you've seen it 1,000 times before, its meaning remains hidden to you. The watch says, "Oh, so you're talking. Again? Sure, open up whenever you so wish." And the watch snaps shut without so much of a word from you.
I'm sure that has never happened before. Did I eat too much fairy floss? Whew, okay, let's try that again. I click it
Unit
open.
wonders. Sorry, there's a hard cut there.
Hard cut. I click it open. Hard cut.
Hard cut. Unit wonders. Kevin is safe and Unit's thoughts are awash. You walk for what seems like forever. Tents pass your small metal body by, painting your dull metallic surface in every color imaginable. But you barely see them. Your snake-like arms dangle helplessly. It is a cruel and unusual thing to discover you were made. Truly made, but not born. Emotions are difficult. You find yourself back where you started as Kevin lands at your feet, having fallen through the door of the tavern tent. A loud jeering can be heard from within. Hard cut. Kevin, the last hour flashes before you. You are drunk? It was happy hour at the tavern tent. How many standard drinks did you have? Roll a d20.
Yep.
D20.
Oh boy, and I am but a small boy in a big man's body. I don't know how I synthesize alcohol. 18.
Yeah. 18's that's a decent session.
That's the
Yeah.
sweet spot.
Yep.
Guys, it's just when I drink too much, I don't know if you know this, but I get a little bit of a lisp.
Oh, God. Oh, my
I've
God.
never noticed that before, Kev.
You're a small boy in a man's body. Yes, a Tom Cruise-sized boy in a Kevin McAllister body. No, a James Bond with cool gadgets and a small man inside. No, Bilbo Baggins on a motorcycle. Anyway, your eyes blur back into focus, and standing above you, small glass metal-rimmed eyes looking deep into yours. Is that disappointment you read upon them? Nah, it's Unit. Unwanty.
I am always disappointed. Kevin,
Are we hard cutting? I don't know. What's...
I thought we were going to, but while we're
I'll just
while
let
we're
that
here
open.
talking, oh, okay.
Yes.
Are you
What
quite-
is it? Unit.
That's not my mouth,
Yes!
Kevin. Strangeways. Were you built, Kevin?
I love you, Unit. Don't tell anyone. But I love you.
And I love you, Kevin. I think. Oh dear.
Each of you hear the tolling of a clock bell, letting you know it's 10 o'clock and time to regroup.
Good Lord, is that the pocket watch again? Oh, no. Nope. It's a different bell. Everything's fine. It's not talking to me.
Oh,
Unit's
my
arms.
ears are ringing.
Unit's arms scoop out and pick Kevin up and place Kevin upon their back.
Hard
And
cut.
Hey, hard cut halfway through my sentence. I stopped.
Walter Winston Winklepicker III.
Hard cut.
You hear the bell, and you are sitting on, or rather in, the teacups ride. A whole cuppa to yourself. The tea itself is warm, but you had not expected to be waist deep in another liquid within 24 hours.
So, wait, these teacups actually have fucking tea in them? No wonder this fucking carnival's going out of business. Jesus Christ, what the hell? I'm sopping wet. This is not the way that I envisioned my evening. That was actually quite difficult to say for some reason. Lots of this and shh.
At least you're not fully clothed.
That's true. I'm peeing in this tea right now. Oh no, it's got the dye. It's got the dye. Oh Jesus. Oh no. Stop the ride. Stop
Your
the
tongue
ride.
licks at your eyeball, and the taste of sugar reminds you again that asking for 2 lumps was probably a mistake. Your freshly moistened eyes look beyond the tea bath as the ride circles, and you see, beyond the crowd, a hammer and a huge sign that reads, "The Nail of Despair."
Oh my god.
You launch yourself from the tea, drenching gnomes who had been carrying the teacup. You bound across the
watch it,
fence and
mister.
push aside patrons
back off.
of the carnival in your haste,
Out of the way.
just as your companions wander into view.
Oh hey guys.
What's
You're-
that?
Oh Jesus.
Good evening.
Someone's had a bit much to drink.
No,
Sir Walter
it's
Winston
you. You
Winklepicker.
had too much to drink.
Well, good for you. I don't know where to go with this bit. Anyways, the nail biter.
A Nail of Despair.
Nail of despair. Get out of my way, friends. And you, Unit. You. And I approach
Still harboring
the-
a grudge, I see. That's fine, Walter.
I approach the nail of despair, recognizing it from the last time that I was at this carnival, and I smashed the shit out of it.
No, yeah, you don't. The hammer guy.
No, I don't actually.
Hard cut.
Yes, but
In
not
fact, I
now.
farted. I farted instead. And that was reminiscent of another time, but I'll get into that later.
The hammer guy, who is acting kind of like an MC, let's call him MC Hammer, a tall, woolen-coated man with a big, bushy chin-strap beard and a top hat stands.
Does Walter
all
walk up?
around.
Does Walter
Just
walk up
starts
to
to
him, and the guy
slope.
goes, "You can't touch this."
Yeah, he's like, you can't touch this. Top Hat stands on the steps leading to his attraction. As the party nears, a spotlight clicks on and lights up MC Hammer.
Woo!
Come one, come all, try your might on the nail of despair. Many have scaled the stairs of gloom, but few are brave and strong enough to contain the horrors of doom. The MC looks as though he is starting a routine now. He glances over his shoulder as he slowly steps up, each step on the ziggurat in time with a beat. Oh, so you've seen the hammer at the top of my ziggurat. It's fine-looking hammer. If you want it, you'll have to give it a bat. The attraction is setting atop a great ziggurat with dioramas of great hammers wielding heroes and heroines in the style of Frank Frazetta fantasy covers. Standing upon each level, swinging at various foes and creatures in some cases, the arms are even animatronically swinging back and forth joltily at their enemies. Jolting back and forth joltily at their enemies. Yeah. It's kind of horny, but it's very cool.
What?
That's the
What
horniest
What's going on?
Not
If
the
you've
imagery
seen
I
Frank
was
Frazetta
picturing.
illustrations, they're very horny.
Yeah, I think I need to see this.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need to
well-
Google. Can you spell it so our listeners can Google as well?
What's a
please,
ziggurat?
Jack? Yeah.
A
Ziggurat's-
ziggurat's like a pyramid, but it's
Yeah,
stepped.
like
It's a stepped
pyramid.
Yeah.
Ah.
Common in South America.
Is it?
What's
I
this
always
dude's
pronounce it
name?
as a ziggurat.
Ziggurat.
Frank Frazetta.
I'm only getting pictures of cigarettes.
Double T-A.
I'm smoking a cigarette.
What is it? What is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Z-I-G.
Oh, Z-I-G-U-R-A-T. We'll keep it brisk, Jack. It'll be fine. Just put in
Sorry,
some
I
nice
I
words.
really genuinely. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to cut
Cool.
all of this out of the podcast bit.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's
You know,
fine.
sorry
That's
for
fine
the
then.
viewers watching us do
amazing.
this.
So he's doing his big song and dance.
Yeah, it's like walking up the steps of the ziggurat, just like
Yeah. Kevin is into this. He's like,
Yeah.
yes, this looks amazing. hey, my friend is really brave and strong. And go, Winston, go, Winston, go, Winston, go, Winston.
The MC atop the ziggurat throws his hands in the air. The wind blows at his beard. Defeat the monstrous horde. Be a decent lord. Keep your fetid gourd. This won't be solved with a sword. At the pinnacle, an enormous foam hammer is held aloft by a shadowy figure with a face cut out. A small imp sits on a stool with a canvas, paints and easel set up in front of it. Currently, the imp is not painting. Let's just say that. He's vacantly watching the show like everyone else, but his heart's really not in it. He winces with each terrible rhyme. Climb the stairs. You know you can do a slammer. Climb these stairs. Wield my shiny, shiny hammer. He walks down the stairs, clearly loving the crowd that is gathering. He turns to the crowd and tears his coat off, the buttons shooting off everywhere, chucking it towards a bucket filled with a pile of similar buttonless coats.
Woo, yes, take it on.
The MC, now in a brilliantly colourful sequined spandex one piece with a great big bird feathers attached to his arms. It's not immediately clear to anyone how this actually ties into the narrative.
I was just thinking that.
Climb the stairs that dare to those that dare to climb the stair. If you climb these stairs, I might show you my pair of hammers. That one was good. The attraction has had quite the makeover since Walter tried it as an 8-year-old. You all watch as a procession of carnival goers walk up to the attraction and raise the hammers above their head and swing down at the nail, causing a small ball to launch up the ziggurat, with each monster that it passes being defeated by the heroine or hero, the MC crying out in anguish and excitement with each defeated monster. When the ball comes to a stop, the monster becomes the victor, and the MC sends them on their way with a flourish. Apparently,
Winston, when you rushed over here, I thought you were going to go straight to the ziggurat, but I didn't realize you were going to have to wait this length of queue amongst these queue rails here.
Yes, I thought as the owner of the carnival, you might be able to get a fast pass or something.
I thought we definitely did, didn't we? I paid like $200 dues.
Yeah, we've got a VIP.
The deluxe pass.
We have. Where's this guy's manager?
I think it's the imp that's over there, the one that looked like his soul had been sucked out of him. Maybe he's just an imp. I don't know.
Yeah.
Middle management usually looks like that.
Does Walter, the guy who's running it, this dude who's doing this big song and dance,
MC Hammer,
yeah, MC Hammer. Yes, how could I forget? Do I recognize him as same?
Definitely.
Dude?
He definitely thinks that the thing that his attraction was missing was a narrative hook. And
right. Because otherwise it was yes, I guess that makes sense, Otherwise it's just someone hitting something with a hammer. But I've done this before and I think I can do it again. So I'm going to go up this ziggurat. And I'll shove every single person out of the way.
Yeah.
Is it like, in terms of this stepped pyramid kind of style thing, is it more like there's just like a tiny, small pyramid? Set of stairs, very tight, one single file that I can just like be pushing people off left and right?
So there's like a ziggurat is a stepped pyramid. So it's like a big, three-dimensional triangle, but it's kind of got
is it made of cigarettes?
Yes. It's got giant big steps, and then down the center of it, it's got a smaller set of steps that are just kind of the walkway, and the line ends at the beginning of those steps. So you can kind of push your way through and then climb the stairs yourself.
Right. Okay. Cool. I push my way through everybody and I start walking up the steps and I start monologuing.
Do you all follow?
Yes.
And as unit follows, a big megaphone pops out of their chest and I hold it up to my mouth and go, "Behold, everyone, your new carnival owner, Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker the Third."
I cast prestidigitation, little sparks and smoke billows along the ground around Winston.
Behold.
I can cast grease on every behind Winston, so everybody like just slips and slides out of the way.
Yeah, they love it. This is the best. It's so much more exciting than
as Walter stands there and the grease runs down the stepped pyramid, his friends surrounding him, the smoke surrounding him, some of it going straight up his own ass. He marches up the steps towards MC Hammer and is, "Hello, MC Hammer. I am Sir Walter Win. Hello. Hello. I'm Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker III, the current new owner of this establishment, and I have just a few notes for your routine. You see, lots of the rhymes, no rhymes, the words, I don't even know if you actually understand the concept of timing and beats and rhythm.
Yes.
And now, if you're trying to do a bit of jazz, like, ooh, hey, baby, it's a bit jazz. Well, then you can play around with those time signatures. But what you were doing just then was not sensical.
Although I did appreciate Faded Gourd, I have to say.
Now, the fact that you could actually get that into a rhyme was most impressive.
Well, thank you for your feedback. I will take that on and put that in my comments box. Thank you. I am always looking for ways to improve.
Let me guess, Mr. MC Hammer, you are too legit to quit, right?
You're on unit.
Did I make a joke?
Reference.
Did I make did I make a meta joke?
You did, Unit. That was good.
I'm not sure.
I'm still slung across Unit's like shoulders.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually just reach a hand down and start like patting his face in kind of like, you're very funny. Didn't you ever tell you that?
They did, Kevin Strangeways. Do you know what I think you need? And an extra
What?
set of arms come out of my torso and a funnel goes into your mouth and I pour coffee.
Oh.
Steaming hot coffee straight into your mouth. This will serve you up, young man.
This is hot. Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
I
think-
really shouldn't have had all of those espresso martinis.
Oh, you won't sleep for a week, young
Oh
man.
my, uppers and downers together. While the coffee pouring's going on and everyone's a little distracted, I'd like to cast Enhance Ability on Winston.
Okay.
I'd like to give him Bull Strength.
Bull strength. Oh,
Yeah,
hell
so he has an advantage on strength checks for the next
Okay, great.
hour.
Nice.
As Walter continues his march up the steps, he suddenly feels his thighs like bulge with each step, and like his glutes, his butt cheeks just firm up like he's been on the Stairmaster for like his whole life, and suddenly he's not just a frog. He's one of them battle-toed motherfuckers.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Nice.
The pecs
A
fucking
bullfrog?
bulge out into his his cummerbund. You can see the six-pack form, and
God.
the tails from his jacket flapping in the wind. The sleeves of his coat become really tight, and like he looks ready for, I don't know, some kind of EDM festival where he's probably his pants are a little bit too short and too tight, and it's same with his shirt. And he
Doelene
gets
flicks out a fan and just starts fanning herself. Who knew Slammer could be hot?
Yes, the strong frog. Would you like to have a go
Yes.
with the hammer?
Remember me, MC Hammer?
No, I
believe-
don't.
Well, I remember you, you see. And I'll make sure that you remember my name is Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker III. And I pick up his pitiful little hammer and I slam it down on the target and watch the little fucking
The
thingy go
ball?
up
Yeah.
and
What,
hit
what do you
whatever
roll?
animals alongside.
What do you
That
roll?
was the description, yeah. It's like
Yes,
there's
yeah, so
different
there's-
kind of mythical animals that
Yeah,
are
just sort of-
judging the
and
kind
they're-
of how.
Yeah, and
how
they're
strong
kind
you
of
are.
like locked in battle with like a hero or heroine, just kind of
Mhm,
like
mhm.
sort of going like this back and forth, which is to say their arms swinging back and forth because this is an audio medium. And
Unless you're watching on YouTube.
Nice. Nice save.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
There's-
So I-
There's
I've got
benefits for
advantage
consuming
on
dice paper roll in all its forms.
Yeah, do you want to roll me a strength check there, Daddy?
Yeah, so because Greg's given me bull strength,
Mhm.
I'm going to be taking the higher of the two, which is a fucking 20.
Oh wow. Natural?
With a strength modifier of -1. But it's still a natural 20 on a
Okay.
skill check.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it doesn't really matter. So it's 19.
So we see the ball, like your hammer, like you just like a big, thick frog. You just
Yeah.
come with the big hammer and it swings. We see it in slow motion. As your arms are swinging it down, we can see the muscles and tendons rippling as they move through the air and move through the resistance in the wind. Your face is just going. There's so much power behind this swing, and it comes down and it hits the nail, and the ball launches.
Yeah.
And it's going up past the first attack, and the head of the big praying mantis it leaves its body, and another one comes along and eats it, and then it goes past a big tiger, and the tiger is thrown away. And then it goes past
King of the jungle.
several more monsters and animals. Some of the monsters are men because it's a
Man's
real,
the greatest
real
evil.
ziggurat. And then it just gets close to the top
Yeah.
and stops, and then comes all the way back down. Well, that's a pity, isn't it? Didn't quite get there, I don't think.
All right, dudes, I don't know about this anymore. That was not the way that was supposed to happen, and I think I'm gonna give that another shot because it must have gotten a little bit of the grease from from the ziggurat. So I'm just gonna wipe down my hands real quick, and I'm gonna take another shot.
Chalk?
Oh,
Chalk
yes.
bag?
Yeah.
Jacked up Walter is even more charming than normal Walter.
Walter
It's
reaches
weird
into-
though, because I feel like that was about as good as you could possibly do.
possibly get. Walter reaches into the chalk bag. He fucking, his hands come out all white, and he dusts them off and wipes them
Clouds
against
of
his
chalk.
tight pants, and clouds of chalk around him. And then he picks up the hammer again, and he rolls again with advantage. And this time it's 16 with -1, so that's 15.
What the fuck?
The ball launches up and again falls short and slams back down to the bottom. Have you got some more tickets?
Walter's eyes narrow
Squint.
and look deep into the soul of MC Hammer and rolls an insight
Yes.
check.
Uh-huh.
Because Walter's thinking something's a little bit sussy.
Oh, MC Hammer rolled a 1, so you
I
can
rolled
see
An
very
18 with
clearly.
a +6, so that's a 24.
What are you looking for inside of your insight?
I'm checking to see like if he that the thing's rigged.
Deception.
It would be
Okay,
against his
deception,
deception,
yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I'm just trying to look in.
yeah, the thing's
Get out of
fucking
here,
rigged.
moth.
The thing's so fucking rigged.
Get out of my camera, moth, motherfucker.
Sorry, that's the
I hope I
sparks
didn't kill him.
effect.
I think I just swatted him. I
That
didn't.
was
actually
really
get
funny.
it.
Oh, I
Sorry.
didn't see it.
It was a baby
Moths are
butterfly.
friends too. Yeah, baby butterfly.
Why didn't you get it with your tongue?
That's what I
Yeah.
was doing. My hands taking the form of a tongue in this moment. Yeah,
Humble
so
brag.
I wanna check in and look in and see if this is. He knows that this is rigged. I
Oh,
rolled a
it's-
fucking 20.
Yeah, it's so fucking rigged. It's definitely rigged. Like you can see he's kind of like, he's well practiced at this now. Like he knows, like he rolled pretty poorly this time, but for the most part, he's like got a smooth operation. It's rigged as fuck, which is why the imp's looking bored. You're not,
Right.
he's not deceiving you at all.
Oh, it's all coming too.
Is Kevin allowed to do something?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
He's woken up from his like coffee enema.
Mhm.
The reverse
Scalded
enema.
esophagus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And like, can see this little standoff happening with the narrow eyes and looks down at the ball. What the intention is I will try and steal the ball and magically tinker it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
So I'm gonna sleight of hand to steal the ball.
You want to sneak first, so roll to sneak. And I'm going to give you disadvantage because you're drunk.
Yeah. Okay. Stealth is 16.
Oh, okay.
Well, 16 plus.
It's 11 plus 5, 16.
He immediately catches you.
Fuck!
I rolled a 20.
Oh.
He's just like,
Excuse, what's that over there? Look over there, everyone. Bleh. And then he's still on top of like Unit's shoulders, so he's actually just reaching out, and Unit's like top.
hang on a second there, young tacker.
Gonna steal the ball. Steal the ball. Wow.
And he's just like, oh, why don't you have a go with the hammer?
All right, maybe I will. And steps up to the hammer.
Walter hands the hammer over with a rigid bicep and forearm, veins pulsing.
And
Hands the hammer
Kevin
to
grabs
Kevin.
it and is completely full of caffeine and still a bit buzzed.
Oh, yeah.
So he's actually feeling real fucking good. Really fucking good. What do I roll for the hammer?
Roll me a strength check.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Right, here we go.
Oh, that was me.
It's a 12.
Incredibly, the ball actually goes to more or less the same spot and then comes straight back down.
It's like almost did the same thing that you did. This makes us the same amount of big boy strength. I think you're fine.
Yes, you're very strong, aren't you? For a big burly man.
Yes, I mean, look at us, 3 guys. It's just 3 big bills.
3 guys hanging out,
Yeah.
being cool,
Being super cool. Do you guys ever
lifting
think that
weights.
maybe just a boy inside, though? No, me
As
neither.
you- as
What? And Walter steps right up to to MC Hammer and like face to face grill check.
grill check.
Grill check.
I'm gonna do like a bit of an intimidation actually.
Okay, yeah, right.
gonna go for an
roll a
intimidate.
D20 or whatever.
16 plus 6, 22.
Yeah, he's pretty intimidated.
Yeah, Swole Walter steps up to him and he's just like, I know
Swalter.
what your game is.
Swalter.
Oh my god, yes. That's the best. Swalter steps up to
It's your
MC
swalter
Hammer.
ego.
Oh my god. Keep it coming,
Ben,
Petty. Yeah.
God damn.
Swalter.
If I could drop this thing, I would.
Ben's the real MC Hammer here.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't touch this shit.
Now that's the pinnacle.
Oh. Swalter steps up and gets right in his face and is just like, I know what your game is. You think you're a man. You think you're a big tough man. What was it? Was it the fact that I beat the shit out of you 8 years ago just as a child? Is that what you're afraid
Again,
of?
I don't
Did I
remember
emasculate
that.
you in that moment? And now you gotta try and take down everybody else around you. You gotta sing shitty lines that don't even rhyme. See, I just rhymed. That's how good I am and how shit you are. I wasn't even trying just then. But no, you're going to try and swindle people. You think you're going to change the world? You're just so selfish. It's like you're a shellfish.
Something-
See, I did it again. You piece of shit.
Kevin
and
just
I'm
pokes
gonna-
his head behind him. He's like, yeah.
Something within.
I'm going to cast vicious
Backing up his buddy.
mockery.
Oh, okay. Fuck. All right, go for it.
I can't even see it. The dice rolled in from. It's a 15.
Mhm.
15 plus spells, vicious mockery.
Doesn't matter. You definitely passed.
It's a wisdom saving throw of 14 that you need to
I
beat.
did not hit it. It's okay.
So yes, my words, they cut deep.
Yeah. What? Oh, and they do something at the heart of MC Hammer sinks. His whole form changes from the tall, upright man, a bit scruffy with the big spandex sequin suit and the feathers droop. And he just sits down on the stairs and he thinks, yes, this isn't really me. I have been lying this whole time. Yes, it is good to be successful, but perhaps it would be good to be honest too. He walks up to the top of the steps and finds a switch at the back and flicks it. I don't know. Maybe it's not for me. And he comes back down and says, would you like to have another go? But for real this time.
Yes, please.
Sir
Oh,
Walter.
sorry. Yeah, no. Walter should probably do.
Walter's there, standing. He's listening to the words. There's a little part of him inside of him. Feels something. The words that MC Hammond's speaking right now. Maybe Walter could take a lesson. He puts a hand on MC Hammond's shoulder, looks him in the eyes, and he goes, I don't know what the fuck you just said, but it really hit something in here, man. You're right, just because money and being successful doesn't mean that maybe you should take advantage of other people. But I would love to have a shot at your establishment here. And he picks up the hammer again, and then he hits it.
Yeah, roll.
Roll. Holy shit, that wasn't even with advantage.
Yes, that's so good.
I'm gonna do it
The hammer, as before, swings up into the air, and it's just like the whole crowd just stands still as your hammer lofts above your head, and there's a moment of pause as the moon glints off the back of the hammer, and you swing it down again. Or like if from the crowd's perspective, there's lines coming off you. It's like
anime style, fucking.
it's just like
Mummy,
There's
is
like-
that the strongest frog in the world?
Why, yes, dear, I believe it is.
Wow. When I grow up, I want to be a frog that's really strong.
Oh, goody, darling.
Yay.
Goody.
See, even
And-
that rhyme was almost better than your ones.
I'll take it as
Frog and strong
notice.
is still even better than some of the... Anyway.
And then the hammer hits the nail and the ball launches through the tube. All of the monsters are being flung out of the way. It's spiraling up. There's flames coming off the ball and it smashes through the top and it goes right through the hole in the figure at the end. And the imp sitting in front is just agape, and he drops his brushes and his canvas and he's like,
Yes! This is the best day ever! Something finally happened.
And
Does the ball turn into
Give
fireworks?
me that big cockatrice
Yeah, it
stuffed
does.
animal. That's the one I want.
It's like the end of Solitaire, like all
Yeah.
of
yeah, exactly. And then you can all go and get your portrait painted. It's beautiful. But that happens while we go into a Patreon segment. Hello. Do you find these advertisements annoying and degrading? A hurtful reminder of your continued existence, perhaps? Yeah, I understand. You should try reading them. But if you join our Patreon, you'd never have to listen to them ever again. How does that strike you? Because frankly, that sounds delightful. You'll never again have to hear me make this noise. Not even once. Join the DPR Patreon for $2 a month and get access to our Discord, exclusive content, and a feed of our episodes with none of this shit in them. That's beautiful. Thanks, Jack.
See, what's weird is that we listen to our own Patreon ones that we could just add in later. You know? So we're here with you as well, listener.
Yeah.
We're doing it alongside you.
Yeah,
but
no, I did a
we
we
couple
want
of
to do
stretches.
it without it.
We also have to sign up to Patreon to not listen to that.
Yeah, then we
Yeah.
wouldn't
That's
have all
just
the
how
reacts.
honest we are.
Yeah.
You know? You got to
I'm not
believe in
signing
it.
up. I want to listen to those dirty adverts from
Yeah,
Jack.
like-
I want to listen to Jack's sex phone line voice.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so you completed the hammer throw. I mean the hammer thing.
we got this beautiful portrait done. And
Family portrait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
family.
What's everyone
portrait
doing in it?
style. I want to. I'm total. Well, I'm still super swole at the moment, so I'm like up the back, just like being buff as fuck. Just standing. I've gotten like one of those like Oakley sunglasses. I don't even know where they were, or like what are they? Like the razor
Yeah, those
back
are
ones, where
Oakley
it's like just
Oh,
like
yeah.
the full color
The wraparound.
lens. Yeah, the wraparounds, man. I've just got some wraparounds on.
Yeah, hell
Don't know
yeah.
where they came from, but still a top hat as well.
Unit
I did.
is-
I did want to sit in a high back chair reading a book, but unfortunately, what is it?
Swalter.
Swalter made me stand next to him and do like jazz hands at him to make him look bigger and shinier.
Yeah.
And in the background, Unit is holding Kevin's hair out of his face as he has a cheeky spew into a waste paper basket.
You spew it in a bucket. Blah. Blah, blah, blah,
Family.
blah, blah.
It's beautiful.
You're like the bear skin rug on the ground in front.
With my mouth open and my
Yeah,
teeth
blah.
bared. Blah.
Walter, I'm quite disturbed that I think I like you better like this.
Shut the
not sure.
fuck up.
Oh, no, I take that back. And I roll backwards out of view.
As you're chatting away, you smell the smell of fairy floss and popcorn waft your way. It's
Fuck yeah.
fucking beautiful.
I have no olfactory sense, but I can see the wafting waves. They look like they should smell delicious.
Yeah.
We're doing like the classic Looney
Yeah.
Tunes, like
Like
hovering,
floating.
but it's
Floating.
little
They've all
got
butterfly
wings
wings
on,
on
so
the
they're
back
all
going.
Yeah.
A fairy floss and popcorn cart passes by as a kenku pushes it. The kenku is garbed in a poncho and oil blue-black feathers cover her exposed body. Kenkus come in all flavors of avian mimicry, but this one is most certainly a raven. Over the poncho, a small satchel
Oh,
bag
so
hangs
raven.
at her side. The smell of burning sugar, or whatever fairy floss is exquisite.
Let's get some fairy floss.
Yo, give me some fairy floss.
Do y'all think that's a raven? I think it might be a crow.
I believe they're much the same.
Oh.
Just depends where you are from, what you
That's
call
only
them.
mildly offensive, sir.
I'm a lady,
Popcorn and
but
fairy floss.
carry on.
Yeah, excuse my friend's totally douchebag behavior there. Could we please get some fairy falls, please?
Yeah,
Super cool of
totally.
you.
All right, says the.
Oh, you don't have to act like me, dude. I'm just totally swole. I get
Sorry,
it. You're a kenku.
It's a
You're a
compliment.
raven, dude. You
I-
act like you do. All
I
right, but
end the
me-
concentration on that spell immediately.
Is there a come down from that, Greg?
No, just a-
Oh, yeah.
It just it's like all of the air got let out of Walter at once. All of his muscles just go and he just like falls back down into like just being his normal size. Yeah.
Guess I'm the big boy again now.
Yes, but could we please partake in some of your fairy floss? I'm assuming that's what we're doing here.
Yes, of course. And the Kenku hands you all fairy floss and bids you farewell for the evening.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye.
Many thanks for the free popcorn.
I do.
As you're walking away, Walter, you're sort of lingering at the back, enjoying the popcorn, thinking of the moments that just pass, and you stumble and you hit the deck like you just. But the others are sort of.
Oh, I
walking
go
off.
down.
You hit the deck and you look up, and it's the Kenku in front of you.
Oh, hello again.
And and she offers out her hand and
A wing.
her wing. Well, I don't know the anatomy of a Kenku. Hand wing. She offers her hand wing, and she offers her. And as your palms connect, you feel a rushing in you, Walter.
Whoa.
And the Kenku says in your voice, wait, I can't do it. We'll have to do this in voice. I'm sorry, Walter, but I need things to move at a faster pace than you lot is currently moving. See you soon. And she winks. But because her eyes are on either side of her head from your perspective, she just appears to blink at you. And she's gone, lost amongst the crowd.
What the fuck?
You
She
try to
didn't
say
even
that.
help me up. I'm still down here. She just offered the hand.
You try to say all of that, but no sound comes out of your mouth.
It's
Unit
really good
rolls
for an
over.
audio medium, isn't it?
Unit rolls over and says,
my
"Why,
God.
Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker III, you seem to have stumbled. Would you like a hand up?"
And-
Extends an arm.
Walter reaches out and
I think-
slaps away the hand. And then like, get out of here. But, unit tries to get himself up. But
I see your mouth moving, but nothing is coming out of your mouth for once. Wow, it's really quite delightful, Walter.
Walter looks at him and he's making the expression of like, oh yes, the very funny unit, and starts flipping him the bird and just like.
Do you try to talk at all during that?
Yeah, I'm
exchange?
trying to talk, but
can you
I'm
roll
assuming...
a d20 for me?
Okay, I sure can. D20s. Oh, have been my game tonight, to be honest. Not now though. That's a 9. Was there anything to attach to it? or was it
Ben,
just-
you interpret the exact opposite of what Walter wants to communicate.
Oh, good. I would like nothing more than to help you up, Walter. And Unit just crams right in, crowding your space, and lifts you up, grabs your hand, even though you're trying to slap it away, and then comes in and puts the other arm around you. Here, let me help you up, my friend. And a big, like, their mouth just like widens into this big, toothy, what can only be a grin.
Well, it is delightful to see you two finally getting along. Walter, I thought you would never come around, but you bought all those tickets for everybody. You had a chat to the shady man with the nail of what was it, destiny, and now you made friends with you.
Walter.
Delightful.
Walter is like
Sorry, did you say?
Palm in the face of Unit, like kind of like we're keeping him as far away as possible, but he's obviously pulling him in, and he's trying to be like, "No, I never fucking did any of that stuff. You didn't see any of it."
Can you roll
no,
a d20 for me for all of that?
Gently caressing his face like a dear friend.
No.
What'd you get, Danny?
What'd you get?
Yeah.
What do I need?
You got to roll a d20 through all that.
Roll a d20.
11.
11. It's a bit. It's clear to the others that there's some uncomfortability in the way that you're talking. And
Well, I'm not talking.
Yes, but it's clear that you're trying to, and from their perspective, it's clear that you're not comfortable. So from this point forward, Walter, you have no voice. Every time you try to speak, someone in the you have to roll a d20, and they'll have to do we'll do a lip reading check. A 20 is a perfect lip reading. 15 to 19, partial understanding of the gist. 11 to 15, vague understanding. And 2 to 10 is infuriating levels of misunderstanding. And 1,
Cool.
you may as well have said the
Cool.
opposite.
It's good that like I haven't created a character where all of his spells and being a bard was all around being able to speak and being really good at speaking and
Yeah.
deceiving and persuading.
Lucky we started these videos.
And with
Cool.
that, I think we'll end the episode.
As Unit's arm that's around the back of Walter's head just pulls you in against, like, too strong for a big old buddy cheek-to-cheek cuddle.
And Kevin sees that and feels immediately jealous.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, no.
What's going on here? Is Unit replacing me?
We see.
Drunk Kevin. Not drunk Kevin. No.
Come here. What's up?
Doelene, do you want to get in?
Absolutely not.
We see the push and pull of time. It is a beautiful thing. Colors moving back and forth in 4-dimensional space. It pushes wistfully at the boundaries. It makes way here and there, but it aches to return. The herder, fate, strokes at it, and time calms.
Well, hello, and welcome to Dissection, where we have a little chitty chat after the little episode about, just general feedback, thoughts, feelings, opinions,
Comments,
notes.
questions.
It's
who,
generally-
what, when, where, why, I believe.
Yeah.
Kind of the
Yeah.
5 sort of,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's generally, in the past been a bit of a circle jerk, but we're going to try and read
So
the
this time,
minds
we're
of the
just-
viewers.
Yeah, we're
and
just
the
going to make it a
listeners.
circle jerk, though. I think, I think we're going to, why mess with consistency?
Okay,
Did
cool.
say
Let's try and take the circle
2023.
jerk out of the show and just keep the circle jerk in the circle jerk section.
Okay.
Yes.
Where
Yeah.
I kind of feel.
That's true.
Mm.
But it does have to be said. Excellent work, Jack. That was
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack.
Welcome back to the Dutch Rudder, everybody.
The dice rudder.
I don't understand that reference.
Oh, the Dutch rudder is where two guys they hold their penises.
just
Oh, no, it's okay. I don't need to know. I don't need to know.
so fine.
It's a little bit like the ziggurat, the Frank's thingo.
Although, don't Google it. Don't
Yeah,
Google
ziggurat.
that one.
Which
I
one,
just-
Dutch rudder or ziggurat?
I'm fine. I'm
Cool,
fine.
off to a great
Google
start so
ziggurat.
far, everybody.
Not
Don't-
knowing it. We
don't
literally
do that
okay.
one.
Yeah, but great, great work, Jack. How did it feel?
Yeah, that was good. Sorry, there's a lot of writing to get through on that one, but it was
Didn't
fine.
feel like it
was
at
good.
all. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was. That went exactly as planned. Which is good.
Yes. When does that ever happen?
When you railroad.
When you hard cut everybody.
Not even a star wipe. Like,
Yeah,
not even a
just
courtesy
hard cut.
star wipe.
That.
Hard cut.
Not interested. Not taking questions.
Yeah.
Oh,
God. No, sometimes it's like, we pushed through a lot of stuff in that one. Like,
Yeah.
there was a lot of things going on in it. And obviously, it's been a little while since we recorded together. So it was kind of, just, getting back into it and yeah, like, I mean, I had a fucking blast. Walter is the fucking best. Oh my God. I love that as his alter ego where he's just going to be a huge dude.
Yeah.
I felt I detected some. I got some notes of Keanu Reeves. Is that what was? What were you
Bit of
feeling?
Keanu Reeves, bit of Macho Man Randy Savage. Like that was what I was.
Thought you were going to
initially
fall into
channeling.
like full surfer bro and just be like,
Well, yeah, he
Bro.
went very much surfer bro towards the end, but
It became Crush the Turtles from Finding Nemo.
it did.
right
Yeah.
at the
Do you have an
Yeah.
exit buddy? Yeah.
yeah.
Righteous.
Yeah,
But less
yeah,
likable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. But that was really fun. Yeah,
No,
totally.
just to unit.
Swalter.
I'd also be very
Pinnacle,
happy
pinnacle.
for that to never happen again. In that was just a really great moment of for the purpose of the scene. Greg, you casting the spell to give me the extra strength bonus, and then just playing into that for that kind of moment.
Well,
But also, if you do ever decide to give me bull strength against Walter, is totally.
I think
Swalter's
it's-
got to come out.
I think it's a nice bit of canon to have there for the moments when it does happen. If it was to happen all the time, I think. Well, who knows? Maybe the listeners
Salsa
would love
could be
it.
useful. Who knows?
Do you want to explain a little bit, Danny, for anyone who might not have? Oh no, it was in episode 3, wasn't it? Never mind. There was an origin episode, the history of having been there before and what happened.
Oh, damn it. I was supposed to use
But
my
that was-
catchphrase as well.
Yeah.
I forgot to
no.
use my catchphrase. I was thinking about that.
What?
What is it
Enough
again?
is good
sorry?
enough.
Close enough is
Close
good
enough
enough.
is good enough.
Close enough is
Which,
good.
which I was
Yeah.
I had the thought of it when it's
It
the
is good.
fucking, I was hitting
Yeah.
the thing.
Missed it.
And then
too.
it's fucking almost hits the bell. I could have been like, close enough is good enough. Damn it.
That's your
But yes,
family
I-
motto, though, right? Like,
Yeah, that's my family motto.
but not like it doesn't seem to me like Walter's motto.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
Walter's got quite
that's true.
high expectations, I would think.
Yeah,
Actually.
that's very true.
Of other people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not of himself.
And-
Well, you had a bit
Yeah.
of an epiphany in that one. Like it was nice that through all the swollenness, you had a little moment of.
Does Walter remember anything
Yeah,
else Walter
is
says?
is it like the Incredible Hulk and then
Jekyll and
now,
Hyde.
now I'm
Total
fucking
memory lapse.
yeah. Just like I wake up and my pants are loose fitting, and I'm like,
And you don't even
What?
wear pants, and that's
where
what's
am
weird
I?
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Where did these sweatpants come from?
The Incredible
I'm so
Hulk.
confused.
Oh god.
But no, it was nice. Like I kind of felt, yeah. So I think it was a bit more than what Vicious Mockery was. So my third
Oh, I forgot to say in the episode. Yeah, your
my third
levels
level
happened.
ability is I can't even remember the name of it. It's oh,
Oh, hang on, I've got it written down.
I'm gonna
It's
have to
okay.
look at it now.
It is unsettling word.
Class features. Unsettling word. So
Yeah.
basically, instead of I can use a bardic inspiration die. If I speak at someone, basically they then get a bardic inspiration die, and they have to subtract that from a saving throw
Cool.
on the next one. So whenever they then get the next saving throw, they'd have to then subtract that.
So are we retconning that that's what you did in the episode?
Yeah.
So your narrative leap to level 3 happened outside
But-
of the episode.
But
Oh,
I
is
don't
that
think
what-
Walter knows that though. Like he doesn't know that that's what
Yeah.
he did.
Not when he's swallowing.
Yeah.
Too
Because,
busy.
I mean,
Too
it
much
was a little
strength.
bit like Jack wanted to do a bit more with something with vicious mockery and then making that into that. But if that wasn't, this is all going to get cut out anyways because it didn't happen.
It's a nice development, though.
Yes.
Like for your character. Like it's nice to watch everyone's character develop in these episodes and
Yeah.
to play out those steps. And even if you intend to do something else, but actually that's the narrative driver for the level up development, I think that's fine to retcon that.
Yeah.
That was a convoluted way to excuse the retcon.
Thanks, Greg. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Although ziggurats.
Ziggurat.
Ziggurat, not
Ziggurats.
ziggurat.
No, well, I don't know. I don't speak ancient Assyrian, but
Yeah, fair
they're not quite the same as a Mesoamerican pyramid. But although they look substantially similar, they are still stepped. But you know how
Ah.
like the Mesoamerican ones are like a series of steps with the
Yeah.
staircase down the middle and the platform on the top. The ziggurat is like 4 steps on the total
Ah.
thing, and it's also
right.
from like Babylon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Interesting.
civilization. Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks,
Ah,
civilization series.
Sid
of
Meier.
games. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Cool.
Good. That's good to know. I feel like that should have been part of your criticism, Danny. It's not a cigarette.
This is a Mesoamerican pyramid. Clearly.
It's a ziggurat.
MC Hammer is going to take that on notice.
Yeah.
Please do some artwork for MC Hammer in
Yeah.
feathered wings and
That was
sequins.
That was
ridiculous.
amazing.
He's
And
so-
I was going to steal his costume, but I forgot to. But that
Well, you were
was-
drunk, so that's okay.
Yeah.
18 standard drinks.
Really
think-
really enjoyed being drunk the entire episode, can I just say? That was
I think if
found
you
that
rock
really
up in the next episode and now suddenly you're wearing his clothes and you're drunk and you're like, how the fuck did I get this again?
I woke up like this.
Well, that's pretty good.
MC Hammer was found murdered on the top of his cigarette.
He got really white girl wasted. I was gonna say that I really enjoyed the fact that I had to roll for how many drinks I had, and the same way that
Yeah.
was like now Winston's got this thing where he has to roll for like so we know we can understand him in these words and stuff. I was like, just creative roles are very fun.
Mm.
And I really enjoyed that. Thank you, Jack.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Yeah, just really
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Just throw something out there. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
how many drinks have you had? 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to change the whole episode.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
that is a really fun way of like changing the episode without it being a rule per se,
Mm.
or a
Yeah.
spell, or
But you as a player, you don't know that that's what's going to happen. You don't know what you're going to roll, and then
Yeah.
that just now kind of okay. Now this is the way that I'm going
To
to
be
play. it
fair,
because now
even
I'm
if it was-
18 drinks in,
Yeah,
you
but
know?
even if it was 10 drinks, I'd probably still pretend to be that drunk. You know, even if it was 5, I'd be like, well, I'm a little boy, so I haven't metabolized that. Like I
Yeah,
was going to be
true.
plastered
Yeah.
no matter what I was going to
Yeah.
roll. In fact,
Yeah, I mean, that was
even
how
if
I
you
was
roll a
running with it.
1,
Yeah.
you can still be like, you know, buddy on the floor. That'd be really
Yeah.
funny as well. Even funnier, actually.
Yeah, I think that creative like role or like rule making like on the fly, if everybody is like open to it, can make the game so much better, right? And it always does. Whenever we like accept that arbitrary rule for whatever, it always gives us this really interesting direction.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
I think that like that comes back to the core of all tabletop RPGs, and non-specifically, like you don't have to adhere to any specific rule set. And this is unrelated to anything else that might be going on in the world. But
Excuse me, Greg, you dropped your microphone over here. Here you go, sir. Here you are. Here's your microphone.
yeah, you just you can play with any rule set and you can modify it to be your own. And while
you just can't publish under certain
look,
things.
some things are under Creative Commons, some are not. But like it's I think whatever game you play, like. I've rarely played a game where we actually followed the rules to the T.
Yeah.
And I think that like if you have a DM who has a story and has something in mind, if we all surrender ourselves to that narrative that Jack is creating in this,
Yeah.
It becomes such a better experience. And that was such a great example of that, Jack, that direction that you gave to Lauren.
But also for me to accept it, it's just like, cool.
Yeah.
I will pretend to be. I will take myself drunk for the rest of the episode. Damned if I had any kind of agenda or something that I wanted to do and whatever it is. But also, I'm very confident. You know what I mean? It's just like very confident in my abilities to keep doing my voice and to make it drunk and kind of like can just slide into it. Whereas I think if you were a little bit more like didn't have the confidence in how to pretend to be drunk, It's all right. If you need to pretend to be drunk or anything, just speak slowly. That's all it is.
What is your tip? What's the hot tip, Lauren?
Speak slowly. That's it. If you just speak slowly, you sound drunk.
Oh,
Nice.
Are you right to record, Lauren?
And then come over the top of people, but then leave them nothing. So say that again, Jack.
Are you right to record that?
I'm fine to record.
Yeah.
See? That's it. That's it.
Wow.
A little practice.
That's actually
Wow.
that's very good. That's very good.
I know.
And
And I
I'm
didn't even
real
go to
sorry
acting
for all
school.
the tables out there
Right?
that are gonna have drunk people at them now.
And I've never even been drunk.
Speaking loudly and slowly.
Yeah.
I don't even have student debt for that.
But I was going to say,
Sorry, we never earn enough to pay it back, Greg. It's fine.
Final thoughts, I feel.
yes. Yeah. Final thoughts. I was going to just quickly say, in terms of Greg, what you were saying before is like, I think it's when it's who cares about what the actual rule is if it's going to take so much time going through the book. Like, just do something and just keep the story going. Like, so and it doesn't have to actually be necessarily rules specific or legit. It's just, well, if that works, just to get it this in that moment, the story moving as well. Like, it doesn't have to abide by that.
Trust your DM, right?
Yeah.
Trust your DM and go with it. And if it doesn't work, don't fucking trust your DM anymore. No, have a chat with your DM afterwards and say, hey, I felt forced into that and I didn't, it's a two-way conversation.
I think, like I kind of take the vision that at least within our group, there's a lot of trust. So it's kind of just like, well, I'm pretty confident I can throw whatever I want at you guys and you're just going to bounce with it, which is great.
Yeah.
As a DM.
We crave it. We crave the curveball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
totally.
the improv.
Yeah.
It is
Something to do.
I know you're getting ready to wrap up there, Jack. It does make me think when we first started, I think we were a bit more rule heavy. We were like, it's D&D, and even though it's 5th edition and looser than 3.5, we'll try to be, we'll stick to the rules and we'll be like that. But then when we did our first live shows, we realized that that's not really particularly super fun comedic value either, which it's cool to see.
I think it
Where it's
can be
taken us.
done.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then
It's a different style. It's definitely a different style.
when I came on
Whatever
board, you were
works
like,
for your
don't worry about it.
table.
Everything's fine. Do not worry
What
about
rules?
anything.
Yeah. My final thought is I am looking forward to this whole Winston without a voice thing and I
I don't know
hope
what the
we
fuck is
often roll below 10.
Yeah. Looking forward to
So,
that.
could you, just as a last thing, I've written in the messages, could you say in Walter's voice, Danny?
Oh, yep. You want me to do that?
Yeah, could you do that?
Yeah. Is this going to be a part of the dissection as well?
Is it? Should we sign off dissection? What are you saying?
Well, no, hang on. You're assuming I'm going to edit this into the show. 2023 is about less work, baby.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry, Walter, but I need things to move at a faster pace than your lot is currently moving. See you soon. Bye.
And see you soon, everybody. Thank you so much for listening and watching and all that sort of stuff. Please subscribe to the Patreon and like and subscribe to the podcast. We love you so much. And goodbye for now.
Yeah. And if you're in Melbourne, make sure you come to the comedy festival.
That's right.
All the details on our website.
Yes. So many shows, so little time. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Who knew Slammer could be hot?